Anna and her younger brother Paul first noticed the jar on a steamy August afternoon. Their mother had placed it there, half full with spare change, a hodgepodge of nickels, dimes, and pennies, as though it had lived a dozen lives in coat pockets and cash registers. Anna declared it was going to be their lemonade stand jar. Anna was 11, freckled and confident, while lanky Paul tagged along at 8. Together, they devised a plan to start the lemonade stand they'd dreamed of for weeks. Every day, after chores were done, they scoured the house for more spare change, beneath couch cushions, in their father's old desk drawer, even out by the swings where coins sometimes fell from loose pockets. They added each little discovery to the jar, the pleasing clink of metal growing louder with each drop. Anna doodled on scraps of paper and planned their sign. Paul will be in charge of pouring lemonade, she announced one weekday evening, holding up a rough sketch of a sign that read, "Cool lemonade, 5 cents a cup." Paul nodded solemnly, as though crafting a business empire. At last, the big day came. With the jar now brimming, they bought bright yellow lemons, a bag of sugar, some sturdy paper cups, and 2 giant blocks of ice from the corner store. Paul lugged a rickety card table from the garage, while Anna perfected the lemonade recipe, tasting and retasting until every sip was sunshine made sweet. They set up under the shade of their neighbor's old elm tree. By evening, the jar was nearly empty again, but their spirits were high. Anna and Paul divided the earnings, a jaw-dropping $2.47, and giggled at how rich they felt. Later that night, as they sat cross-legged counting nickels, their dad came in with a bag of candy as a reward. It was a simple thing, but to them, it felt like pure magic. It wasn't just about lemonade or coins. It was the happiness of working side by side, dreaming up something special, and making it come to life for their tiny world. Looking back, it wasn't the money we counted. What mattered was the way it all brought us closer together. In the fall of 1963, football fever gripped the little town of Claywood. The high school team, the Claywood Braves, was headed for the championship game, and anyone with a pulse wanted tickets. For 12-year-old Jimmy, a diehard Braves fan, attending the championship was more than a wish. It was his mission. Tickets were $3.50, and Jimmy had $0.50. His dad handed him the jar, a heavyweight mason jar covered in black marker doodles from years ago, and said, "Save up for it, kiddo." Jimmy nodded, determined. He started doing odd jobs for neighbors, raking leaves, stacking firewood, walking Mrs. Beecham's yappy little dog 3 times a week. Each quarter he earned clinked into the jar like a step closer to destiny. His mom offered him a deal. Pick up extra chores and she'd double what he saved in 2 weeks. Jimmy scrubbed floorboards, washed windows, and even weeded the garden without complaint. With 7 days to go, he was still short by 75 cents. On his way back from walking the dog one crisp afternoon, the neighborhood grocer, Mr. Bellamy, spotted Jimmy outside the store. "Rumor has it you're saving for the game," he said kindly. Jimmy nodded, slightly embarrassed. Mr. Bellamy reached into his pocket and handed Jimmy 3 shiny quarters. "Don't forget me when you make it big one day," he said with a wink. Jimmy raced home faster than he'd ever run before. The night of the big game, Jimmy and his dad sat in the bleachers, clutching cups of steaming hot cocoa, surrounded by a sea of roaring fans. The Braves won in the final seconds, and Jimmy's voice went hoarse from cheering. The jar back home was empty now, but the feeling was worth every coin. That jar wasn't just a ticket. It was proof that dreams grow stronger with effort, kindness, and belief.